Alright people, I'm live. Welcome to the stream. Wednesday late morning, almost afternoon. And another hump day stream. This seems to be a tradition. Yeah, little Harjot, how you doing? And Jim Martin and Scott Briggs. And good day to Ali from Iraq. And COVID Hippo. Leslie Torres, hello. Hello Luca and Joseph. And hello Yogi. And Susan Young. I wasn't having difficulties, I was just having trouble with the thumbnail. Wasn't having trouble, just the wind just kept blowing every time I tried to take a thumbnail pic. And my hair would blow in my face. So I was like, okay, I gotta keep turning away from the wind here just for a split second to try and get this stupid thumbnail pic. And as I was saying hello to everyone, hello to Susan and Wellesley and Yogi and I Like to Walk and Schnurt Chick, hello, and Dave and Bangor, Maine, and Whitby Dude and John Burke, hello, and Scott Briggs and Donalyn Pryor. Hello Cody Shaw Figali, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And hello, Jamel. And I think I got everyone. If I missed anyone, I'll say hello to you again later on as the stream continues. Hello to Mrs. Continuum. Yeah, she might pop up in the chat. I think she said she has to go grocery shopping today. Hey, Toronto's doo-wop music guy. Have I been to Halton Hills? Well, just passing through it. Haven't actually wandered around. Like Georgetown is part of Halton Hills, right? I go through Georgetown on the GO bus when I'm heading to Guelph to visit Megan. Not at all, Susan, not at all. I'm not the one who said Mrs. Continuum. That wasn't me. I just went with it instead of protesting that terminology. Joseph, we are heading, I think, towards Liberty Village and Parkdale. I think we're going to cut through part of CityPlace. Hey, Vivian Johnson, welcome. Good day. I don't know about that, Michelle, but well, yes, Megan is here. Yes, she doesn't like when I go to Parkdale without her. I'm afraid so, Megan. Work in a couple hours. Well, that should just be long enough to watch the stream. Hello Elise, how's it going? And Falcon Scott, hello. Yeah, I guess it's getting later in the day for you. Are you still at work, Falcon? And everyone else over there across the pond? Right on, Luca. Did you enjoy that right turn, left turn walk? I can do another one of those and make it like left turn, right turn. That'll take me in the other direction. Andy Wood, yeah, it's pretty nice. It's not overly humid. There's a bit of a wind. I think eventually it'll get up to like 26 or 27 degrees today. Alex in the chat. Holy crap, those generators are noisy. They're noisier than like any vehicle or motorcycle. Oh, that's cool, Susan. Don't you mod for Johnny also? Or maybe I'm misremembering that. I just have to see if you can mod for every walktuber. I wanted to walk over the pedestrian bridge over here, but I'd have to navigate all this nonsense. All right, fair enough, Susan. Sebastian, how you doing? Yeah, I think Johnny and I are planning a collab. Nothing's been confirmed yet, but there's an idea that I floated to him, and we'll just see what he thinks of it. If it does work out, it should be pretty fun. look at this nonsense over here. And it's quite bright here, so my apologies if I miss some chats here and there. It's bound to happen. Man, it will be nice when this development is finished and all this never-ending scaffolding and dirt and dust and crap is all cleaned up and wrapped up. Got to be one of the most unpleasant stretches of downtown to walk through right here. Probably the most unpleasant stretch right in the downtown core. Hey, David Bukaj, how's it going? I don't know if I can go here or not. Alright, I got the go ahead. Yeah, this entire block all the way from Front Street over to Portland is just like a disaster. Or all the way from Spadina, I mean, all the way over to Portland. There's Draper Street. That's kind of a neat little street. Let's just take a quick look at the new cat park. Everyone knows about the dog fountain park at Berksey Park. Well, there's a new little park over here that'll be a cat themed park. It's partly open, but I think the bulk of it is still yet to be completed. So this is just the little initial preview of the larger park that will extend beyond that wall up ahead, but as you can see there's a cat here. And I think the cat theme will continue in a more significant way when they open up the rest of the park. I'm not sure when that will be, probably in the next year or so, once this development gets finished up. Yeah, I haven't seen any renderings of what this park will look like or how the cat theme will be incorporated into the park, but it'll be something to look forward to. Yeah, there's actually two cats at the dog fountain. One is like a little distance away from the fountain, on top of a shiny electrical box. There's another cat. Now we're approaching Portland Street. There's more construction. Construction cat. Yeah, they should put like a little construction helmet on the head of that cat. And maybe like a reflective vest. Then it would fit in. Yeah, Portland Commons. So once the well is finished and this development here, Portland Commons is finished, this should be quite the interesting stretch of street. But for now it's best to be avoided. The Up Express is going by, but we can't see it. It's going down into a trench. Oh well. This is where I was going to begin the stream, but didn't quite make it this far by the time 11:30 rolled around. There's a Via train. This is like a storage yard. I want to get out of this bright sunlight. Once we get into the neighborhood up here with all the tall buildings, I should get some shade. like 34 this weekend. Ugh. Not into that. Comes a GO train. Let's go on the shady side of the street. And we're in CityPlace. I don't think I watched that show, Andy Wood, but I think I know what show you're talking about. Take you to Unionville for the autumn foliage. Well, that's an idea. Take a little GO train trip up there. Should I run for this light? No. I got so many things in my pockets right now. I think if I ran for it, things would fall out of my pockets onto the street. In my back pocket, I have my Osmo Pocket and my little wind muff thing that goes with it. And in my other back pocket, I have a plastic bag. In my right front pocket, I have a power bank and my keys and all my cards with ID, my bank card and Presto card and all that stuff. And then in my other pocket, my left front pocket, I have a power cord and the plug-in that goes with the power cord. So I'm literally weighed down with about like a few extra pounds of junk. I look all lumpy. It's not a good look. I need an intern, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of backpacks. I don't like how they make my back all sweaty. Yeah, banned people don't stay banned if they don't want to be banned. Ready for the fall, Toronto citizen? Yeah, I kind of am too. I'm not sure about winter though. I'd rather just stayed fall. Regarding banning and whatnot, I just have a higher tolerance for what I think is a bannable offense. Saying weird, annoying things to me isn't like a reason to ban somebody. That's just me though. It's easy to ignore someone just saying weird, annoying things, right? But starting to say offensive, like downright hateful things, that's different. That's when you ban somebody. Hey Keenan, how's it going? Well, hey, you're free to do whatever you think is right as a mod, Vivian. And that goes with all the other mods. I'm not like going to like, you know, say, hey, you shouldn't have done that. Just use your discretion, use your best judgment. Whatever you do is okay with me. Everyone's going to have a different idea of what the right thing to do is in certain situations, and that's normal, and that's perfectly fine. We can't all think the same. Hey, Roma check, $5 to start a Ken needs a production assistant fund. Eliminate the bags for bags fund. Thank you very much, Romachek. I appreciate the support. Have I ever had to remove a moderator? Well, I did switch up my moderators a little while ago. I sort of like wiped the slate clean and started over with a fresh batch of mods. Because lots of people want to be mods, right? I get messages, hey, do you think you could make me a mod sometime? Or, you know, if you ever need a new mod, I'd love to do it. And so I keep that in mind, and then eventually I'd like to give everyone a chance who wants to be a mod. So I kind of have to switch things up, otherwise I'd end up with like 50 mods, you know? And we can't have that. I think 10 mods is pretty much the max that this channel needs. Even that's on the high side. You're in Turkey, Keenan. Wow. Enjoy your holiday. Yeah, of course, Alex. And hey, you know, I'm sure I'll do another mod shuffle again in the future. I've already gotten a couple of requests from other people who haven't modded yet, saying they'd like to be a mod. Hey Shrey, where are we walking? We are walking west. I think we'll probably make our way to Parkdale eventually. Right now we're in the Fort York neighborhood. Sebastian, alright, I'll keep that in mind. Dan, no, I didn't bring my wind thingy today. My little homemade foam wind thingy. I should have brought it. I didn't know it was going to be so windy though. Little park I've never noticed before. Got some stuff for the kids. June Callwood Park. So I have a new wind muff, not for my phone. I made one. And it seemed to work well enough. It's just a foam thing, just very similar to the one that I got for my Osmo Pocket. That one I bought, but I just made one kind of that works in a similar fashion for my phone. I just didn't bring it with me because I'm a dingus. Oh, check out the CN Tower views. Nice. It's actually really windy, like it's gusting. Very strong wind gusts. There's the Bentway, as Susan mentioned. Yeah, Andy Wood. Megan and I did have a plan to do that, but we had to change the plans due to timing issues, but I think we'll get around to doing that in the future for sure. I'm pretty sure Megan wants to be able to do that as part of the video or the stream. How much is rent on average? Well, I'm not sure. It keeps going up and down, but for a nice one-bedroom apartment downtown in a decent building, you're looking at 2,000, maybe more. I think rents are rising quite rapidly again. And that's, say, like 500 square feet. A typical one-bedroom condo would be about 500 square feet or so. Yeah, that dog was having a good time. So here's Fort York. So I'll come back here with Megan sometime and we'll walk through here. Susan, heck yeah! Everyone, listen to Susan. Help me get to 10K. It's quite frustrating sometimes watching the sub numbers speed up and slow down and speed up and slow down. And then sometimes they'll lose a bunch of subs all at once. It's like, wait, what happened? Where'd they go? And then the next day they'll all come back again, or close to it. So they lose 10, then you gain 8, then you lose 5, then you gain 6, and it's like, holy jeez. Sometimes it seems to get stuck at the same number for a while, and it's like, why isn't it moving? All right, Alex. Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it, Susan. So if you're watching the stream and you're enjoying, and maybe you've seen some of my other videos, and if you haven't subbed yet, by all means, just go ahead and hit that subscription button. Help me get to 10K. Hey Gerald, how you doing? Yeah, who knows, right, Dan? That could happen. I mean, it has happened to other people. I think Johnny kind of exploded. He went from having less subs than me, like a couple years ago, or a few years ago, I guess. And then all of a sudden, within a matter of months, he like blew right past me and gained thousands of new subs in a short period of time. So something happened. The algorithm, the mysterious gods of YouTube just recognized him and lavished him with all kinds of attention, and he blew up to over 10K. His shirtless. Yeah, that probably was what did it, Susan. Where am I at? I am at like near the Bentway. Is this called Garrison Park? I'm not sure what it's called. Liberty Village is just right over here. The Bentway is just right over there. And Fort York is just right over there. Garrison Crossing, that's what this is called. I knew Garrison had something to do with it. Yeah, it is really nice around here. I always enjoy walking through here. Get some cool views of downtown, although it's getting more and more blocked by new buildings. I mean, you used to be able to see the financial district skyline from here. You can't really see it anymore. All you can see is First Canadian Place popping up. Hey, Novo Cos. Yeah, you just missed our walk through CityPlace in Fort York. Parkdale is yet to come. I think that's more interesting for sure. Have to hold my arm way up just to see over this fence. Yes. All right, Susan. Oh, there we go. Now there's no fence. Thanks very much. Clearly not woke. Yeah, I don't worry about it really. I just think, how come it's taking so long? But I know it will happen eventually. It's a mathematical certainty that I will pass 10K subs within the next, I don't know, 3-4 months. Let's say within the next 6 months, I'll certainly pass 10K subs at the current rate that my subscribers are growing. And it could speed up also before then. Yeah, you prefer the walks, Morgan? I think even on Johnny's channel, his walking videos or walking streams do better than his cycling or scooter streams. So he's well aware of that. Right on, Alex. Well, when that happens, it'll be a time to celebrate. I know, I've heard about the dog poop problems in Liberty Village. Every single person who lives here has a dog, it seems like. Can I even get through here? Sidewalk closed. Okay, she came from around the corner there, so I'm going to assume I can as well. But then again, maybe I can't get through here. In Toronto, no sidewalk goes unobstructed, right? It's just a literal minefield of construction nonsense everywhere you go in this city. I know it all has to be done and all, and it'll be nice when it's finished, but will that day ever come? Hey, Alan K. Kwan. Things are all right. Now, why didn't they put a big sign right here saying, "Don't go this way, go this way," just so, you know, people know that they don't have to walk all that way for nothing. Yes, that I would understand, Scott Briggs, if they just did that. It's because another building is going up here. Strawn Avenue. Yeah, it is quite windy. We haven't had a really windy day in a while, actually. I think it's been weeks since we've had like some gusty winds. Yeah, I didn't bring my wind muff. I didn't know it was going to be windy like this. What was my dream car when I was young? A Turbo Trans Am. One of the old school Turbo Trans Ams with the big flaming bird on the hood. Like, let's say a 1980 Turbo Trans Am. Hey, Dave Edmonds. Mayong Hapon. Good afternoon. I have to remember that. Thanks very much, Dave. I've had several Filipino co-workers over the years, and I have picked up some of the language, but mostly just the swear words. I know all the swear words. Hello, Franklin. How you doing? Yeah, the 1981 Camaro Z28. Awesome. Yeah, that was, you know, almost as good to me. Like, they were very similar, right? I just preferred the look of the front end of the Trans Am over the Z28. And then in 1982 they redesigned it, and I didn't like it as much. I mean, I kind of dug the more futuristic look with the pop-up headlights and all that stuff, but it just didn't seem as tough as the previous incarnation. A little more sleek, not as like badass looking. Yeah, I like the chicken decal, that's right. The fiery chicken decal. Looks like this park is getting a nice renovation. Last time I walked through it, wasn't as far along. We made a lot of progress here. Liberty Park here in Liberty Village. Oh yes, in 1969. That was a good year. Haha. Yeah, lots of nice trees and greenery here. We're in Liberty Village now though. But Fort York is pretty nice also. I mentioned that earlier. And we're seeing many dogs. Many dogs. Alright, Yogi, well, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope it goes well. And thanks for doing some modding. Seapand, yeah, it's kind of a neat area. Here's a cat. Hello, kitty. Liberty Village gets a lot of flack though among lots of people in the city. I don't think it's all bad. I kind of like the mix of old and new. I think it's windy because there's a cold front coming in. We're going to get a few days of cooler, more refreshing weather, cooler mornings and that sort of thing. But then it's going to get hot again, of course. Hey, Mike Landry, $5. Hey, Ken and everyone in the chat. Hello, Mike. Welcome to the chat, and thank you very much for the $5. Always appreciated. I'm glad you could catch the stream live and in action. I know you've missed a bunch of streams here and there lately. Chat Times boba is overrated, according to Susan. I've never had it. And it's a pretty popular place. $72 likes, thanks Cpand. I'm sure we can get that up to over 100 likes. Hello to all 103 people watching, according to my count. Selection of old warehouse and factory buildings. This is the part of Liberty Village I like, with all these old buildings being repurposed. Yeah, you have to wonder, right, Novokos? I mean, especially in the evening time. I guess it's not a problem so much in the daytime. I find there's very few bugs in the daytime in the core of the city, except maybe along the lakefront, where you get those little midge bugs that sort of swarm around. Gabby, thanks for the update. Check out this old smokestack. Hey, Wayne McKay is amused by Novokos. But then again, aren't we all? Aren't we all? He's like the king of the witty retorts. And I said retort, not another word that sounds similar. Not at all, Whitby dude. That's over now in North Bay anyway. That usually ends before July is over. Yeah, they live one day after they come out of the lake. One measly day. Of course, they live as nymphs in the lake for a long time. Village Market and Cafe. This is a neat little building. I mean, kind of plain looking. If it was like a brick exterior, it would definitely be a lot more charming, but it's still pretty charming as it is. And it has a fire escape. Yeah, where's Michael Stern, the fire escape guy? He's missing out. Plant a few of those sturdier, more hardy varieties of palm trees that can withstand colder weather, although I think Toronto winters are too much for any variety of palm tree, but they could survive through the warmer months, that's for sure. There are some varieties though that are able to survive year-round in Vancouver. They always look weird and out of place though. It's like, hey, look at palm tree. Obviously somebody just stuck it here. Say, hey, look, we can be like California too, even though we're in Canada. It's like, well, not really. Yeah, they should de-stucco that building. I don't like stucco. It's one of my least favorite materials to clad a building in. So we're still walking on Liberty Street. It comes to an end up here at Dufferin. Lots of nice old buildings down here. Fraser Avenue. And I hear that song by Nelly Furtado across the street. So I'll just stick over here to this side. Whatever happened to her, you know? She kind of blew up and then was big for a few years and then she just kind of went away. I think she lived in Toronto for quite a while. She might still, for all I know. Here's the most awesome building, I think, in the whole neighborhood. The old carpet factory. Look how massive it is. It goes all the way up towards King Street. It doesn't really come across on screen how huge it is, but in person it's very impressive. I thought I heard she was born in Hamilton though, but then grew up in Victoria. But then eventually she moved back to Ontario and lived in Toronto. So she's kind of been all around. All around. Liberty Street. I've mentioned before, but that was a cool CBC show in the 90s called Liberty Street. It starred Pat Mastriano, aka Joey Jeremiah from Degrassi. Sean Desmond, yeah. I remember that. I was never a fan though. It wasn't my cup of tea. She was born in Victoria? Well, I guess I was wrong. I thought there was some sort of Hamilton connection. Maybe she lived in Hamilton? I don't know. Maybe I'm just making up this whole Hamilton thing. No, the CityPlace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
YouTube channel?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, right on, man. My Johnny Strides? Nope. It's funny how he knew that there was a streamer or YouTuber called Johnny Strides, but somehow he didn't know what Johnny Strides looks like. It's like, how could you not know? MGC Chan, $5 super sticker. Thank you very kindly for the support, MGC Chan. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I mean, we couldn't look more different from one another, really, as far as two white guys go. He's sort of tallish and lanky, and I'm shortish and stocky. He has short hair that's kind of styled, and I just have long, shaggy, hippie hair. Very different, very different. Yeah, Megan hates it when I say right on. She thinks it's too Gen X. It's like, oh, you're so Gen X. Like, right on, man, right on. Even though that was a boomer thing. That started in the 60s with the boomers, right? Or even in the 50s. Here's where that plaza used to be, where they had Island Foods and a bunch of other places. It is gone. Gone, gone, gone. Beatnik saying, it's like, Daddy-o. Can you dig it, Daddy-o? I have to say though, finally, it's taken some time, but more often than not now, if someone does come up to me, they do know that I'm not Johnny. That was the first time that happened in a while. I get more people who do know me as the TheKenContinuum now. Usually they just say, "Hey Ken." They don't bother with the whole continuum thing. Maybe he was trolling? I don't think he was trolling. So hey, we're in Parkdale, by the way. This is the King Street edition of Parkdale. Yeah, that was good time, Susan. Johnny paid him. I'm still waiting for the day, and maybe it will come, where someone approaches Johnny and says, "Hey, are you the TheKenContinuum?" What a day that will be. I could just imagine the look on his face. The love bots, yeah. Yeah, that's amazing, Gabby. Now he's going to be inundated with people asking him that question. Wow, that's right, media monitor. Haha, excellent. Fire escapes for Michael Stern, the fire escape guy, if he's watching this, if he watches the replay. Where are we? Guy Soleil. We are on King Street West in Parkdale. We are just passing Dunn Avenue. And up ahead is Jameson. And I think I'm going to turn right onto Jameson and take it up to Queen. What was that? I'm guessing the streetcars still aren't running on Queen Street. And it doesn't look like they're running on King Street either. Hey, Schnurt Chick, how you doing? Yeah, driving downtown is never a good idea, in my opinion. Unless you know of a lot that you can drive directly to. And just park your car as soon as possible. Hey, Lisa. Here's Jameson Avenue. Well, welcome, Lisa. Hope you enjoy what you see while you're enjoying your lunch. We're in Parkdale. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, it was raining yesterday here, Mike, so maybe all the rain clouds made their way eastward over to New Brunswick How does a mod work? Well, they just have the ability to time out people if need be, or even ban them. They just have like a little bit of ability to moderate the chat and take action if need be. Very good alley. Here's Parkdale Collegiate Institute. Yeah, Novel Costs. That will be awesome. I like watching RM Transit's videos because he's so enthusiastic about all things Toronto transit related. And he has a very optimistic view. Because believe it or not, lots of people who live in the city are convinced Toronto has the worst transit in the entire world. Which is silly. It's just ridiculous to say that, but some people will swear up and down that is true. Simply because they haven't lived anywhere else and had to use the transit in any other city on a daily basis. And they think other cities never have any of the problems that Toronto transit encounters. Trains are never shut down, lines are never under construction, service is never cut back, nothing ever changes, everything runs smoothly and perfectly at all times, forever and ever. Yeah, that's right, Cube. It's Queen Street. Toronto bus service is probably the best urban bus transit of any North American city, easily. Easily. Like, even Montreal doesn't have the bus service that Toronto has. You could argue about the subway service between the two cities, but Toronto buses completely blow away almost any other North American city, even New York. People do not appreciate how good they have it here with the buses. And the night bus system also. It's the most extensive night bus system in North America. Atrafana, $5. Thank you for doing my neighborhood today. You're very welcome, and thank you for the super chat. Very, very much appreciated. I hope I pronounced your name fairly correctly, at least one of those times. Like, you won't find many cities where in the most outermost suburban parts of the city, like Toronto has huge city limits obviously, so there's lots of post-war development that's within the city limits of Toronto, like way up Steeles Avenue and that sort of thing. But the TTC still provides excellent service in those parts of the city. Like every few minutes a bus will come along. In a similar post-war suburban setting in another city, say in the US, a similar sort of built environment, you'll be lucky to have a bus come along once every 30 minutes. Yeah, you've got some pigeons here. Whoa! All right, good to hear it, Atrafana. Oh yeah, of course, there's lots of traffic in the city, so of course the buses will get held up. But you could say that of any other city as well, and at least here you don't have to wait that long for the next bus. Camera shy pigeons, yeah. That guy had like a couple of pigeons on his hands though. He was feeding them directly from his hands. He was just like, I'm the pigeon man, that's right. Kind of reminded me a little bit of that scene in Home Alone 2 with the old lady in Central Park. Were they even pigeons? Dong dong dong. Yeah, 325 will take you clear across the city. Looks like no streetcars running here, just as I suspected. Hey, all right, Gabby. Have a great day. Wind is blowing my hair all over the place. I look like I've stuck my finger in one of those electrical sockets. Or at the science center where you put your hand on the electrified orb. Got a little bit of static electricity going on here. Hey, Alan K. Kwan, $5.99. Some lunch post stream. Thank you very much, Alan K. Kwan. I always appreciate your support. I still haven't been back to the atrium on Bay to the food court there to get the good pad thai. I have to wipe away the memory of that bad pad thai by having some good pad thai. Maybe today's the day. Do I eat Chinese food? Very rarely. Very rarely. I think the last time I had Chinese food was actually at Susan's family restaurant in Chinatown with Johnny and Megan and Bevy and Susan. So that was last year. I prefer Japanese or Thai or even Korean. But I did really enjoy what I had at Susan's family restaurant though. I was very pleased with, matter of fact, I think I've ate everyone else's who didn't want to finish up their own. Yeah, I like Indian food. It's not like I don't like Chinese food, I just don't seem to have it very often. Yeah, I would agree with that, Alex. Should try dim sum, yeah? Perhaps will do that very thing. Cube, that's very true. Toronto is probably one of the best food cities in all of the world for diversity of choices, that's for sure. we're back at Dufferin. I would say so for sure, John O'Meara. And Toronto does have high population density. Not New York high, but still quite high. And a lot of the major arterials, such as Steeles Avenue and Finch, in those outer parts of the city, do have high density along them in the form of high-rise apartment buildings and condominiums. So those corridors are rather dense, even if the nearby neighborhoods are more low-density single-family homes and that sort of thing. You just go over to the main street and then all of a sudden it's like a wall of high-rise apartment buildings. It doesn't sound very healthy to me to completely cover your body with ink. What's this guy doing over here? Is he going to do push-ups? It's okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Maybe he's going to do some push-ups. He does that there? Okay. I guess we just stumbled across a very typical scene here on Queen Street. And we're no longer in Parkdale, now we're at West Queen West. The West Queen West area. Here's Sudbury Street. That's the rival city to North Bay. But I don't think there's a North Bay Street. Boo. But there is a Bay Street. People called North Bay the Bay all the time. Where do you live? I live in the Bay. Here's the Gladstone. The local planker. Well, he's doing a good job. Maybe it was Xanta. No, that guy was too thin to be Xanta. Xanta is quite heavy now. He put on a lot of weight. He doesn't even walk around anymore. He rides a little mobility scooter. No, they'll never demolish the Gladstone. That's like a local landmark. Same with the Drake and the Broadview Hotel also. Those are landmarks that will stand forever until they fall apart from age.
example.
I'm at 35% battery. What is up with this? What the heck is that even supposed to be? A rugby ball? Hey JD, how you doing? Yeah, the Waverly Hotel unfortunately did meet its end. I remember that appeared in an episode of Orphan Black, and they kept its name and everything. It was still the Waverly. And I think Helena, the kind of crazy clone, the crazy murderous clone Helena lived in there in the Waverly. That was a good show. There's fat bastard burrito. Let me get back in the shade over here. Can't stand being out in the bright sunlight. Much better. What did I leave with my wind muff? Missed some chats here because it was so bright back there. The screen was literally impossible to even see. Couldn't even see where I was going. I mean, in the screen anyway. Been to a B-Boys lately? It's been a while since I've been to good old Burrito Boys. It's been a while. The last few times I've gotten takeout food, it was of the pad thai variety. I always get a kick out of this restaurant over here. It's called Poppy's. You can just sort of make it out over there. See where it says Poppy's? I always think of that Seinfeld episode where there was a restaurant called Poppy's and Poppy peed on Jerry's sofa. Poppy peed on my sofa! Yeah, and it was bad pad thai last time for sure. I need to erase that memory.
Mais il y en a qui quand même mais j'en ai vu l'autre jour, il y avait quelqu'un qui en avait vu.
Poppy didn't wash his hands, that's true. I wonder if that restaurant got lots of comments over the years because of that episode. I'm willing to bet that yes, it did. They're probably sick of it, actually. I bet you they hate it when people bring that up. Yeah, the whole episode is it's all coming back to me now. Honk honk.
But it's not like me. For me, it's like anyone, right? So I'm getting all these things
Media monitor, not really. I mean, I have shown her some of my favorite shows, which she ended up liking quite a bit, yes. And she's shown me things that she likes that I thought were all right. But for the most part, we have pretty different tastes in movies and music and TV shows. Queen Shawarma. There's Ossington Avenue, the 14th coolest street in the world, according to a recent magazine. I don't put much credence in those sort of rankings. Whoa. See, that guy knew me. He called me by my proper name and not the name that starts with J. Good question, Cube. Good question. Let's go look at the giant white squirrel. Toronto is known for its occasional white squirrel sightings, especially in this area. Trinity Bellwoods has some, as do most of the other nearby parks, but it's not a common thing to see them. So it's kind of special when it does happen. But here's one right here. I am going between things, yes. I just alter time and space if I want to walk between poles in an unnatural way. That's why my name is TheKenContinuum. So here we go. Nice giant white squirrel right here. Brandon Vickard, Monument to the White Squirrel, and this was erected in 2019. Bronze and granite. You've never seen one? I don't think I have either, now that I think of it. You're welcome, Ellie. Oh, lost cat, Pepper. Female. And there's a reward. Whew, it's nice and shady here. I feel like I just want to soak up some shade for a minute. Let's look for some white squirrels, yeah. I bet you Trinity Bellwoods would be the place to go. Hey, Mike Landry, have a great day. Glad you could catch the stream live. And thank you once again for your super chat earlier. Trinity Bellwoods is just right up here. Let's cut through the park and see if we can spot a white squirrel. I think that would be pretty amazing if we did. Is that true? K1, K1S, M3 triple T? I guess those things do have monetary value for people who rely on transit. How is the public transit system, Richard? Richard Robinson? Well, there are lots of 24-hour bus routes called the night bus system, and there's also several 24-hour streetcar routes. And the subways stop running between 1:30 and 2:30, depending on which way you're going. The last train could leave as late as 2:30, I think, at some stations. But 1:30 generally is when it starts to shut down for the night. Looking all the way towards the financial district. That's a cool shot. Yeah, I walked across Abbey Road. There was no photo, though, of it happening, unfortunately. That means I'll have to go back and do it over. Preferably with 3 other people walking along with me. So, we're looking for white squirrels. I haven't even seen a regular squirrel yet. Oh, there's a regular black squirrel over there. Apparently black squirrels are not common in some other places also. People seem surprised to see black squirrels in Toronto. So we have black ones, brown ones, and white ones. We got all the squirrels. I try to walk a path that takes us past the most trees. Most likely to encounter squirrel activity. This kind of just goes in a big circle, though. Yeah, that's right, gray ones. Yeah, geez, we got all the squirrels here. We're spoiled for squirrels. Is that what happened in the UK, James? This island isn't big enough for all of us varieties of squirrels. Not seeing many squirrels at all. Just saw one so far. Richard Robinson. Yeah, you're very welcome. And I've done plenty of pre-recorded videos of the transit system, but not many live streams, because unfortunately my provider does not have service on the subway trains. But I have done some live streams on the streetcar before. But I think I have close to 100 videos on my channel where I ride all forms of transit in Toronto, and I have little tours of stations and how to get from point A to point B and all that sort of thing. If I could do more live streams on the subways, I would be all over that, but for now that's not possible, unfortunately. Oh, that is interesting, Euro. Yeah, everything is great, James. I don't see any squirrels, though. All this greenery and trees, and I've seen one lousy squirrel. What is this? I've never really noticed this before. John Gibson House. That's a pretty imposing structure. The black squirrels are more aggressive. I don't know if I agree with what you're getting at there. Yeah, this is kind of strange. I've never really taken note of this before. Nice pile of bricks, yeah. No, come on, this is prime squirrel territory right here. Oh, check out the view of the tower. That's what you call unexpected CN Tower view. Yeah, too bad I don't do squirrel calls. I could just call them all and do like a mating call or something like that. Isn't that kind of what they sound like? Come on, squirrels, come and get it. I'm open for business. Oh, that was a big... Look at all the birds. Oh, they all went into that one tree. Whoa, that was cool. Oh, even more. Wow, that tree is jam-packed with hundreds of little birds. Oh, now they're all coming out of it now. Weird. Oh, the dog scared them. So they all flew up into the tree. And now they're coming all back down again. And they just went into a different tree now. Good imitation, yeah. Whoa, we got some scary looking clouds over here. Looking to the west. Sounded a bit like Donald Duck. Yeah, it's a duck call. Well, walked through all that park and I only saw one squirrel. What the heck? Allen Gardens, near my place, is a much smaller park. And whenever I walk through there, I see all kinds of squirrels. Never seen a white one though, but plenty of every other sort. We're down to 15% battery. Well, perhaps I will bring this stream to a close here. Yeah, we've been at it for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I think I will wrap it up here before my phone dies. I do have my power bank with me, but I think I'm going to save that to use for my Osmo Pocket, because I think I might start recording a pre-recorded video for my channel here with my Osmo Pocket, which is dead right now. So I'll use the power bank to power that up. So I hope you all enjoyed today's hump day walk. We started at CityPlace or near CityPlace, and we made our way all the way through Fort York and Liberty Village and Parkdale and West Queen West and Trinity Bellwoods Park, where we saw one measly squirrel. I'm still holding out hope we'll get a surprise visit here from a white squirrel. I don't think it's going to happen. Oh well. Thank you everyone though for all the great chat and all the great conversation, and thanks to the mods. You're doing a great job as usual. And thanks to everyone who supported the channel with a super chat, a super sticker, or a PayPal. And I'd like to thank Paul, who sent me a very generous PayPal donation today. If you're watching this or watch it on the replay, thank you very much, Paul. You know who you are. And of course everyone else. I appreciate your support very much. And keep an eye out for this weekend. Megan will be in town, so we'll be doing a stream, probably on Saturday. And it might be a special stream if things work out. And I'll be posting my daily videos on days when I don't stream, as always. So thank you very much. I will continue. Have a great day. And I'll see you all again soon. E-Baby, welcome to the chat from New York. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. Maybe you already did since you chatted. I think I'm on subscribe mode to chat. So yes. Anyway, I'm rambling on here. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe, all of the above. I'll see you all again soon.